The Nastycollective podcast. Yeah, I said the Nastycollective podcast. What we talking about?
Welcome back to the Nastycollective motherfucking podcast. And today we got the man, the legend, the myth,
Marco.
the creative ass motherfucker, MARCO.2AM, bruh. How you doing, Marco?
Such an honor to be here. Thank you. How you
Hell
been?
yeah, I'm doing great. Now that you're here, I'm like, hell yeah, I got Marco finally on the podcast.
Finally?
Mhm.
Has it really that been of a stretch?
No, but I really wanted you on the podcast though.
Well, I'm
you
glad to
doing
be
today?
here. I'm doing great. It's hot outside.
It is hot outside. It's hot, motherfucker. It's hot in here, and the AC's at like 62. So it's
Really?
like we burning in here. But all right, Marco, let the people know who you are, man. What do you do? What are you out here doing?
Hello, my name is Marco Flores. MARCO.2AM. I've been doing photography since 2018, photoshopping since 2016.
Wow.
And I just been kind of dabbling with other hobbies, different projects, and catching on whatever incites me, really. So,
Yeah, you do a lot, to be honest with you. And like, even like, you know, what would you consider yourself? Like, what would you title like you? A creative person or?
really, I guess the creativity just kind of comes with the flow as a kid for me. I have brought up my hobbies upon other people, and one thing that really stuck with me was Renaissance man,
Yeah.
because like the whole
That's,
meaning behind it is like they can do a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're not the greatest at it, like they don't specialize in one thing, but you know they're versatile into many.
And even like how you say Renaissance is like, basically the Renaissance is like bringing ideas forward, you know, and making like the butterfly effect happen off of that. So it's like you really do that because like if there's anybody in this motherfucking city who I would like compare my art to, definitely be you. And I think we had that like chemistry like while we grew into like what 3 years now that like
Three
something like that.
years.
Yeah, 3 years. Me and Marco, we've been out here, man. We've been out here shooting, filming, like taking photos. Even before that little like boom, I feel like 2 years ago it like boomed really bad, or good, but where like there was a whole bunch of creatives just popped out, you know.
Yeah,
And like we were taking them photos before that shit for sure.
because I know for the longest time like I didn't like your stuff, and I think I brought this up with you too.
Yeah, I think we talked about
like,
this.
I was like, I didn't like your stuff because it was too weird, too
Yeah.
out there, but then I learned to love it and appreciate it and realize, you know, I need to get behind this, man. I need to understand this algorithm. So what was it like? One day I hit you up, and you and me and some other people, we got together taking pictures together, and
Was that a photo walk?
it was not even a photo walk. It was just like a really closed off, just you and me kind of thing. And I learned, I was like, you know what, you're really chill. And then I learned your
shout out
style.
Marco, yo, for
I was
real.
like, all right, you know, maybe I was too quick to hate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hate comes in too quick.
It's just like you get negative thoughts in your head and they take over whatever else you're thinking, you know? And definitely I have felt that shit too, where it's like even with other creators I'm like, oh man, like I could have been doing that even better or something like that, you know? And it's like, why even compare myself like that to anybody?
Oh, that's
You
the
know?
terrible part. Like, you can't compare yourself.
Mhm.
You always, someone brings in different things to the table.
Yeah.
No matter how similar the shoes that both you guys are in, no.
And, you know,
that's-
we talk about this like, you know, I interviewed about like, I would say 8 people going on now, maybe 10, something like that. And like the comparison aspect of everything comes back a lot. It like I just got done talking about that with Del Sol.
Yeah.
About comparing like yourself with other people.
Great guys.
And, yeah, shout out Del Sol. But yeah, even their audio, you know, it's like no matter what field you're in, like comparing yourself to another creator or comparing yourself to like another worker or anything like that, it will take that fun out of like whatever you're doing, you know?
It'll take a toll mentally.
Yeah. And even like myself mentally, how you said, like on Instagram, I had to delete all my followers where it's like I'm not following anybody, and it's not on some like clout shit where I'm like trying to feel better than everybody else, you know? I honestly just feel like seeing other people's art and stuff like that was great at first until it went bad, and it's not anybody's fault besides mine, but it's like I really started comparing myself to people, and it was just like I was just like, what am I doing, you know? So I had to like take a step back from that whole like social media platform, etc. And speaking on that too, I know you also taken a break for a little while.
I have.
What was that about, and how long was that break for?
Let's just say I went through some mental stuff right now, and at the same time I was like, internet did not help me out at all.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to post anything cringy or bad or, humiliating upon myself. So I took a half a year break. And let me just say, I come back reborn, a little bit different, with new style, new outlook on life, perspectives and such.
Yeah.
And, it felt good. It felt good overall. Because I think we all
right
need
now,
a break.
You just said that you didn't want to post anything embarrassing or anything basically to like compromise your image almost.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean by that? And why is that even a thought in your head where it's like you're posting something embarrassing, but like you're posting art, you're posting some great art, like that's what we've seen from you. So it's like, what is embarrassing to you and why is that?
Ooh, good question. I made the account just for the whole sake of creating content, art, music videos, or just anything really that excites me. But at the time, I wasn't mentally stable or prepared for anything. So at the moment, I felt like I needed a moment to reflect upon myself and not only just build myself back up, but create a whole new me, a new version of me.
Yeah.
And so I abandoned that whole style, whole mindset even, and just came back as a whole new person, really, just because I don't want to post personal stuff on that art Instagram account, whatever,
Yeah.
Because
definitely.
I mean, that's kind of...
Social media is fucking wild.
Exactly. You got to find the fine line of what you want to bring in for content, what you want to bring in for your personal information on the public.
Like, I'll just be chilling, like, maybe with my girlfriend, or we'll just be going somewhere, like, to eat or something like that, and someone will recognize me, And they'll be like, oh, yo, you're that nasty guy from Instagram, huh? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess so. And then that just makes me, like, a little off, where it's like, oh, shit, you know about me more than I even know your name. Like, I don't even know who the fuck you are, and you're talking to me like you know me.
It's scary.
Which is, like, it's scary. It's cool in an aspect, but it is scary where it's, like, how much information is out there about me, So I can definitely understand that whole, like, break from social media, because even I needed that shit. And maybe that's why we're, like, so similar, where it's, like, literally our mental state went to shit for a little while. I would say even both of us. And it's, like, now it's, like, that recouping, where it's, like, that phoenix being reborn and shit, Like, that's really cool that you're back out here and that you're actually trying, because if you, like, dipped for a minute and you just didn't come back, I'd be like, fuck, what am I going to do?
I was quite tempted to never come back, if I'm being honest, but I realized, like, I don't want to abandon this is a passion, like, really it is. And it's nice getting out there and like, I never would have thought to network and communicate and have, whatever really be saying reputation, but
Yeah, you do have a reputation out here. I mean, you can see it from, like, last time we talked off camera, you were telling me that people were hitting you up even though your Instagram's gone, your Facebook's gone, and people are still hitting you up somehow and being like, hey,
pictures,
can you take my photos, So
I was really happy to even just accept them, of course, even with, like, the cheap prices that I still run to this day, it's still nice, and just networking and meeting new people, I think what thrills me.
Yeah, and I feel like for you, seeing you work out here, like, I guess I want to dive a little bit into your art process, because there's a quote from Michael Jean Basquiat, and he says, I don't think about what I'm painting, I think about the brush strokes as I'm painting, because he's thinking about, like, how it makes him feel and, like, the emotion behind it, and not the actual art itself, because whatever the art comes out to be is because of his emotions, because of how that brushstroke went and how he was feeling in that one brushstroke, So it's like, when I'm making art, I don't think this is going to be a fucking bullshit-ass project. Nah, I'm thinking, like, oh, this part's cool. Oh, this part's cool. I like this part, It's like, I take it down, I slow it down, and, like, I try to make it an art piece, So, like, when you make your art, how do you go about that? What is your creative process?
Ooh, that's a really good question. It's kind of similar to it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
All right.
For the process of me, I really just kind of take inspiration, yes, amongst my curators, my colleagues out there in the photography world, as well with even local community artists.
Yeah.
And as well as, what can I do to manipulate this in Photoshop? How crazy can I add to it, but not too crazy, of course. Because I know we like, if I wanted to, I could definitely try to mimic another person's style. I want to be the Kirby of of other styles as well, of other artists. But respectfully, I need to have my own style, of course.
I would say you kind of do, though. I would say even if it's just developing, I would say you have a method of, like, what MARCO.2AM photography is, you know? Like, I would say right now, the only thing that's stopping you is the amount of money you have. Because if you had even if your gear was 10 times better than what you have right now, and you learned that gear, like, really, really solid, your photos would be crazy. You know what I mean? Like, if you had, like, some studio equipment, like, you have some great equipment right now. I'm not trying to downplay that. I'm just saying, like, even I need a lot better shit, you know? It's like, I see your style, and I would just imagine, I imagine that a professional photographer that really, like, goes nitty-gritty into detail of every aspect, and then him doing your style, that'd be fucking nuts, you know what I mean? Like, that professionalism with that, like, abstract kind of vibe, that's crazy, you know? And I remember, like, when I was doing my art, like, I would take, when I first started, the whole manipulation of, like, the Instagram kind of vibes, I would, like, do acid, man. Like, I would take, acid at the time, and I was like...
Can we say that?
I don't fucking know, man. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe that shit will come back on me later on in life, but it's like, whoever's judging me out there, it's like, bro...
We all got our demons. We all have baggage, bro.
Yeah, but
Come with love.
Exactly. And I used to be into that heavy, and the reason why was just because, like, it was another fucking realm, you know? I don't recommend it to anybody, to be honest. I used to, but I would say that, like, it's like, take your time with life, you know what I mean? Like,
really,
if shit isn't for you, don't do it, obviously.
Touch grass.
Yeah, exactly. But I would just, like, use this, and I wouldn't go party. I wouldn't go, like, hang out with friends. I'd be in the basement on my laptop, and I'd take it for the purpose of editing.
I'd be with you 100% because, like, I've had so many opportunities of, like, drugs and alcohol and stuff like that. I don't like doing any of them.
That's good.
I don't, like...
That's really good.
I'm, like, the most straight edge, cut edge, and, like, this is my addiction, really, just kind of creating artists.
I heard A$AP Rocky say the reason why he stopped doing acid is because he started feeling like it wasn't him being the artist, it was the acid bringing the thoughts into his head. So he's like... Am I even an artist right now? Or is it just the drugs giving me the art? And that's why, honestly, that's a good reason why I stopped. Because I wanted to figure out who the fuck I was and what the fuck I was creating and what I had to offer, you know?
Speaking about drugs, can I introduce you to my drugs?
You got drugs?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this is Mazapans right here for you, my good friend.
This is for
you.
For me?
Yeah, it's for you.
Damn, Marco. Appreciate you, my boy.
That's for you as well.
Look at that. God damn.
Don't worry about this. This is the map of Sioux City. Because I feel like you kind of claim portion of it.
Damn.
A good majority of it, actually.
You said I claim?
This is your territory, man.
What are you talking about?
This is your world right here.
That looks dope as fuck. Where'd you print this off at?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, there's two.
There's two if you
Dang, that's dope as fuck. I'm gonna hang this up in the studio. Wow, cool as fuck. And real quick, while we're bringing shit out, shout out Marco with fucking fashion out real quick. You want to hit him with the little fashion talk about that real quick while I show him this shirt?
Fashion? Oh, of course.
Right here.
So that is my child of a design of La Rosa from Over Border. I'm contributing to creating t-shirt brand of Loteria inspired or land theme clothing brand. I do have the next drop, so this is a hint.
Tell me the name of your company again.
Over Border.
Over Border. Over Border.
Border.
Why do you call it that?
I'm gonna have to give props to a good friend of mine, Aaron, because he kind of helped me inspire the name. Aaron, you know who you are.
Is Aaron graphics?
Graphics. Yeah.
Say it one time.
Graphics. I don't know.
Graphics.
Shout
out Aaron.
Great guy. He's like a second dad to me, really.
Hey, that's what's up.
So if it wasn't for him, this t-shirt wouldn't have been brought to life.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot of props.
That's what it is. Like, dude kind of helped me through a lot. So I mean, like.
I hear that a lot about Aaron. Actually, I hear a lot of people. I hear a lot of people talking about him in like a really good like light. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
of course.
For real, shout out Aaron. For real.
He's a great guy, and as well with like, there's so many other great people out there too.
Yeah.
Like, even if I haven't met them, I can already tell like there'll be some great things approaching for us.
So where do you see the clothing brand then? Where do you see that going to?
Not incredibly too big. I mean, hopefully, I'm still trying to make it work to be big, where I do all the shipping, I do all the packaging, do all the printing and designing, like everything from scratch, really. So it's literally sweat and blood been poured into this.
How did that make you feel, like doing every part of that process, you know? Because you could just easily go down to Baja Signs and tell them, yo, hey, make me this shirt real quick, you know? And they could print that, heat press it, be done with it, you know? So why even go about it by yourself? Why do everything?
Going through someone like that, I feel like it would be cutting corners or creating like shortcuts. So I'm like, I want to know the process of doing everything by hand, you know. And also, I'm very frugal, so very cheap. I thought it would be the best way to even just invest my time in printing that out and doing it too. Yeah. So I learned more of a process, and it's more sentimental for me. To like even see some people in public wear that shirt. I managed to catch like a couple people wearing it in public. I was like, hey,
oh really?
Yeah, much love.
Oh
much
wow!
love to those
Shout out those people.
It's really cool. It's really nice out there.
Yeah. Can I talk my shit real quick? And this has nothing to do with you, okay? Or it kind of does, but it doesn't. So, to all those fashion designers out there, right? Do not call yourself a designer if you ain't designing shit, alright? First of all, because people put their logo on a shirt and call it fashion. But that's merchandise, homie. You know what I mean? You went in, made your own logo, and put it on a shirt by your damn self. I give you hella props for that.
Thank you.
And this is just your first shirt. This is like the trial and error, you know what I mean? So I can't imagine what's next. But I want to push you to where you're really, really like needy greedy on a shirt, you know what I mean? Separate yourself from merchandise and you will have pieces. You know what I mean? I worked on some shirts. It took me 6 hours to make each shirt.
Yeah, it was very familiar.
I mean? And I'm not trying to clap myself up. I'm just saying that, like, I talked to the Hometown Heroes one time. Those are rappers, right? Shout out those guys. On their podcast, they were telling me that they made what they made to set a standard, to set a bar here in Sioux City of what rap should be at. Because if you're under that bar, don't call yourself a rapper. So, if you are in the fashion game, designer game, and you ain't putting this much work into your clothes, don't call yourself a designer, bro. Just don't. You know, call yourself some merchandiser, because like that's what you are. And I see people like at the Garden Fashion Show. Shout out Garden Fashion Show.
Really great.
You guys made their fucking pieces. Everything that the person was wearing was made. You know what I mean?
From scratch.
Yeah. Whether people like it or not, it's literally like a design outfit, and people put it together. And like that makes me. You're a designer. You know. So like you're on your way. And I can see it. And the fact that you have something very simple and minimalistic and like it pops so nice, even the over borders company name sounds fire. So like I can't wait to see what you have like in store for us, because I'm all for it. Hell yeah.
Appreciate the support. Hopefully we can get some more t-shirts. I still got 4 designs already figured out and ready.
Fire. Shout out Marco, yo. Shout out Overboarder. We discussed your photography. We discussed your fashion. Let me know, who is Marco Flores? What is it about you that you feel like almost people resonate with? People like you kind of attract an energy around you, you know? Because wherever you go, it's not like people are just like, oh, that's Marco, you know? No, they're like, oh, yo, Marco, what's up? You know, like there's like that energy around you, you know? What do you feel like it is that, you know, makes you so welcoming to people?
Really?
If you feel like that is.
I don't even feel like that. It's just like, hey, what's up, Marco? And it's just like really just chill.
Yeah.
You know, how you doing and stuff. But I don't know. It's just, I think it's just me just trying to be nice. That's it. Because like, I don't know what people's going through. I don't know what the fuck, like, people's demons they're battling in their minds or whatever.
Yeah.
Who am I to judge? I don't, you know, you out in public, just try to be kind, really. Just, you don't know what they're going through, and I think it's important to just, you know, spread some kindness and try to boost someone's day, even if you hate them or not.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think you are like that?
Dude, the world's negative enough, bro. Like, it's not my character to come in and bring more terrible energy upon someone else. Even if they done me bad, like, Because I think you and me are kind of in that same boat. Like, we were used a lot, or we were taken advantage and stuff.
Hell yeah.
And, we all have our different ways of coping that, like for your own self, for yourself, unfollowing people. For me, I took a break mentally, so. And it's kind of taken a good toll on to just reflect and just, like, refine ourselves, re-explore ourselves.
When you say people took advantage of us, talk about that a little bit.
Oh boy, I'm not trying to target on anyone here.
Okay, maybe don't say specifics, but like, what do you think it was that people took advantage of you kind of vibe? Like, because when someone hears that about us, they don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So what is it that they took advantage of us for?
Us as creators, they would take just our content, they would steal our pictures without providing at least, credibility.
Tags,
that's free, Yeah. we spend thousands of dollars on equipment, and we don't even get at least some type of recognition. So it is what it is. And then some people will even like repurpose our stuff and add their filters.
Yeah.
Screwing up.
How does that make you feel?
Adjustments. At first it bothered me, but really I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, if anything I post on the internet, I don't care.
It's kind of odd when like you hire somebody to take your photos, they edit the hell out of their photos, and then they put an Instagram filter on it. And it's like, I spent so much time color grading this photo.
Exactly. Like, we get butthurt, but I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, I don't care. Like, it's yours. You can do whatever you want. Just give me a follow or whatever, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I stopped caring because I just do it. Like, at the beginning, I did it for like business wise or like trying to promote myself.
Yeah.
Now, coming back after the half-year break, I was like, I don't fucking care. Do your stuff, and I'm gonna keep doing this.
That's good that you're very laid back, because that's a war you're never gonna win.
Exactly. There's so many fights. You pick or choose your battles, man.
That's exactly how I feel too. And like nowadays, it's to the point where I'm like, I'm not as nice as you when it comes to this stuff. If you took advantage of me back then, and now you wanting some shit from me, you can go fuck off, like, straight up. It's like, bro, like, we're in a life that we don't get much years of it, and there's certain people who are just like talented as fuck. There's just some people who just are naturally fucking talented, or put in all that hard work to get talented. And if you don't want to stick with somebody through that course of them having to get talented, what the fuck? Why should I do anything for you now?
Exactly.
Because I've been used where it's like, I've done all this work, and someone's like, cut it. And I'm like, what the fuck? But then it's like it is their image, it is their content in a way, but it's like you spent so much time, and someone's just like, whatever,
And towards the end, you gotta remember, like, that's their character, You can't change a person incredibly by one day. It's just, it is what it is, and just kind of move on with it if you want to keep it there, or you want to just take it down and just let bygones be bygones.
Yeah, I think that's the point where I'm at this stage of life. It's like, whatever happens, let it happen, and just take care of you and your fam, because at the end of the day,
much love.
Matters.
See you later. It's pretty much.
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
No, definitely, because like, even like when I was ticked off about certain things of people doing that, like using my stuff, using me for certain content, not paying me, things like that, and not me expecting payment, but it's just like, come on, bro, $20. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, what's $20 for somebody, bro? And it's like,
it's just $20.
I feel like I held a lot of hatred in my heart for some shit like that, because I was like, I come off of a background where it's like, I got nothing but respect, because if I don't got money, I don't got looks, I don't got talent, like, and this is me thinking to myself, and it's like, if someone disrespects me, it's all hell's loose, because it's like, you did the one thing you took the one thing I have, and it was my respect, and if you fuck with my respect, then you get none. And that's just how, like, my background is, but I had to step back a little bit, and how you said pick and choose your battles, where it's like, even though I felt disrespected, or I feel disrespected in this aspect, it's like, I go off of, have you ever seen The Bronx Tales? A Bronx Tale?
Sounds familiar.
So in that movie, I don't know the characters' names, but a guy goes to a street, there's a guy that's running away from him, and he's like, hey, get my fucking money, where my money at? Yeah. And then his big OG guy is like, hey, come over here. Why you looking fucking stupid? Like, well, how much do he owe you? And he's like, he owed me like $200, $20, something like that. And he's like, well, look at it this way. You spent $200 to get rid of him. Go on with your life.
Exactly.
You know? And that's kind of how, like, my mentality is at this point.
Do you really want to, like, murder someone for $20? I
Yeah.
mean, like, that's where I'm like, dude, 20 is a 20, bro. Like, if you betray me that way, that's just $20 to warn me not to trust you again like that.
And people will murder you for $20.
Yep.
That's the scary part. Because it's not even off just your emotions. It's like, you have to be kind of careful about the way you're moving in life because someone will and could pop off, you know? And it's like, for what? Like, there's people who, like, kill other people because they get cheated on or something. But it's like, now you ain't got the girl, you ain't got your life, you know what I mean? And it's like, you could have simply just dropped her and went and got another girl. Or else just focus on yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's those moments of, like, just, like, weird, like, anger, you know, disarray. It's just like you lose yourself in those moments, you know?
It kind of goes back to, like, Lady Fate. Like, she knows how your life turns out, but she will never tell you.
Lady Faith.
Lady Fate.
What is that?
It's kind of something, like, I'm a heavy believer of karma.
Okay.
Because, like, I think that's also explains why I'm, like, so nice. It's because I feel like if I even do 1 ounce of bad, it will come back at me 10 times as worse.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, like, I try to do good in the world. That's it, you know, like...
That's a great way to see the world, too. Because, I mean, I bet that shit does happen, dude. I have definitely felt where I was like, damn, I did this, and then this happened, you know? Definitely felt like that in my life. Mm-hmm. You know? But sometimes you gotta be, like, on some, what's that guy's name? Never mind. Forgot what the hell his name was. Never mind. But, no, seriously, like, you have to really, like, watch how you are in this world, watch your character, and especially, like, in our field, a lot of our business is based off how our personalities are, you know? You know,
and that kind of goes back to my reputation on the social media. It's like, do I want to come off as some, like, sad boy? No. I want to come off as some creative man.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's kind of sad that in this world, it's like, you want to be scared of not being okay mentally, you know? Because that's a subject that is... scarcity around this world. It's like
you get made fun of.
Yo. Straight up.
Or even like it get used against you, and it sucks.
Even like myself losing my mentality and shit, I would feel like, damn, I'm fucking grown, and I'm over here tripping about my mindset, and it's like, oh, I feel like a fucking kid, you know? But it's like, bro, there's parents that kill themselves. You know what I mean? So it's like, no matter what the fuck age you are, like, try to figure out how to get that shit handled, you know?
Because, like, I think the most important thing is just, like, finding your triggers and finding ways to, like, what makes you feel good about doing, you know? Like, for me, I picked up music. Like, I dropped guitar and I tried to do piano and I tried to learn music theory and I went back to guitar and I'm like, yeah, you know what? This is my thing. This is for me, you know?
I saw you perform at the Vanguard. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the Vanguard Arts. Yeah.
Vanguard Arts. I saw you perform there, and you were fucking great, man. Good job, for real.
You.
Especially like I've been on stage and I choked. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That was my first time performing.
So like, that was your first time?
Yes.
You did great, for real. Especially like playing and singing. Like, I can't imagine how hard that is, to be honest with you. Like,
it's a lot of talent. A lot of,
you know. Imagine if a rapper had a rap and play the guitar at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like...
Post Malone.
That's a lot. Oh, yeah. Shout out Post Malone. But, dude, that's a lot of talent, dude. For real. Like, and those songs that you sang up there, were they covers or was that your originals?
All covers. I tried creating originals. It is incredibly tough.
Yeah.
Because I know you have some music back taste, you know?
I got something.
I listened to your track, by the way, The Ride or Die. It was fucking great.
You like it?
You had like a Tyler Creator intro, honestly.
Oh, shit.
Your voice, your vibe, the energy really did give it off.
Shout out Young Rambo for putting that together for me. He just did it for... like, just because he was like, oh, the homie wants to make a little track.
Oh,
you
shit,
know?
okay.
So, like, all right, cool,
respect,
you know?
man.
Yeah, for real, respect Young Rambo. We actually got a noise complaint during that time because we were yelling, or I was yelling. Do or die, you know, stream that shit on SoundCloud. It's not really anything crazy, but if you want to hear me rap. But
you're going to do more rap?
I'm not sure. I always, like, I kind of want to. I feel like I'm a pretty good rapper. Because I'm not about it like that, so that's why I have quotation marks. But
you got better verses than me. Mine's like love songs or shit like that. I'm like, nah.
But you can't compare the two. It's like
it's different. Yeah,
it's different vibes.
It's way different.
And I wouldn't be embarrassed from like no love songs because a lot of people are, and that's what sucks is that you're not like trying to go for your full passion because your vibe isn't the same as everybody else's. You know?
Oh, I do it just on the lowdown. I don't want people to know.
I feel like
scared.
The only reason why I think I'll end up continuing music is just because emotions. I feel like whenever I write and stuff, like that song that you heard, everything I said in that song is true.
It's really powerful stuff, especially what like music can do.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
I mean, they said that like I forgot who it was, but like music cures, because of like, the happiness of it and like just getting that feeling, like it will cure some people's depression at least, So, hey man, like for real, music does save lives out here, and we're not too crazy into it. But I feel like that's why we try to surround ourselves like yourself with like you like rock bands, you like people who play instruments. I feel like a lot, huh?
Yeah, I'm kind of a sucker, especially when it comes down to guitar and such.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love local rock bands, indie rock, or they're fucking great.
Local rock bands, shout out New Age Crisis.
Love you. I love New Age Crisis.
I'm actually gonna have Asha do an interview here soon.
Hey, respect.
So
I'll be excited to watch that one.
I think they're gonna play here soon or something like that.
Chicago.
Is that what it is?
They usually play there on Thursday sometimes.
What?
Yeah. I think the passing Thursday was Spencer Apsley. Really great guy too. Really down to earth. Love his stuff.
Yeah. Wow. Marco would be the type of person to sit down at a bar and get cool as fuck with the bartender.
Hey, yo, buy me a drink. Don't buy me a drink.
Yeah.
I don't do drinks.
No?
Just buy me water.
So like when you go out and stuff, do you even go out like to the bars, like friends? Like what do you be up to in your daily life?
Okay, so I'm gonna share you a little story real quick. I go out to bars and stuff, but mainly just for the music, of course.
Right.
But me and my friends, we were taken out to the bars and stuff. I don't drink, but because I was DD and they tried to get me to drink, and I was like, you know what, just for you, because it's your birthday or whatever, I'll do one shot. Okay. So I took a shot, and then apparently they wanted me to take another shot. I'm like, no. We had agreement. Don't break that agreement.
We got a contract, yo.
Exactly. So go to the bartender, and as they're ordering 2 shots for me and them, I look at the bartender dead in the eye and said, dud. And the bartender's like, okay. And, pretend like he didn't look at me. Next thing you know it, handed a shot to them, handed a shot to me, making sure my shot got to me. And we did our cheers, drink up, it was water. God bless that bartender.
Dang.
So I came back, and after playing it cool, pretending like it was sour or whatever, I came back and tipped that man heavily.
Wow. Shout out that bartender, huh?
I don't drink, and I hate drinking.
Oh, you hate drinking?
Once in a blue moon, you'll catch me drinking if it's for someone's birthday. That's about it.
I turn up, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not too big of a drinker, but I would say I'm a heavy smoker. I feel like the reason I do that stuff is to like chill out, calm my body, calm my mind, and just like sometimes when I'm like done with the photo shoot or like a video shoot, I'll reward myself almost and be like, you know what, I deserve this. I deserve this smoke right now. If you can figure out a better way to like do something in your life, that's what life is about, is like, this is what I'm doing. How can I make that even better? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like literally we're on this path of life of just improvement, a betterment of yourself and others. Some people want to choose bettering others. Some people just choose bettering themselves or like their family. But like I definitely have seen like, at least for myself, where it's like being friends with you, being in contact with you, and you being out here as a photographer, filmer. I feel like for me, it has made me more comfortable in this sphere. Because if you weren't around, I'd be the only crazy motherfucker out here. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm glad that at least like I feel like I can group myself up with you. And it's like our art is kind of similar. And I feel like so are our vibes,
Much love, man.
Much love. Oh, no, my rosas. But hell yeah, Marco. Shout out Marco, for real. Because this man does it all. Clothing, photos, music. So what do we got to expect from you?
I don't know.
What's the future hold for Marco Flores?
I don't know. Just keep an eye out. That's it,
You kind of like I'm living this day and this day is this day kind of vibe?
The only days I worry about is today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's it. You can catch me around just really almost anywhere, probably. Mm-hmm. That's about it.
Yeah. I kind of try to like that vibe too, because some people will be asking me like, can we schedule for this weekend? I'm like, We'll see. We'll see how this.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, like let me check my schedule real quick. You know, can I fit you in?
I was like, I'll text you on Friday and we'll see.
I got school Saturday. Can't make it. There's no school on Saturday. Oh, that sucks.
What a bummer.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Whether people want to admit it or not, it's strange around here, and I'll be the one motherfucker to say that shit because nobody else will. But I feel like here there's a loving community. But I also don't want to not talk about the bullshit of Sioux City, you know? Yeah. I want to be that guy that says, like, what the fuck I'm talking about is true. And I'm not just putting feelings into the, like, air, you know? It's like, this is what reality is. And if you don't, like, if I don't record this time and period accurately, it's like, what the fuck am I doing, you know? Am I just playing a fucking role where it's like I'm trying to be an actor for the people watching? Like, nah, I'm trying to, like, show you guys the game of Sioux City, the people of Sioux City, and exactly how this shit goes down. And this mental health, the taking the break from social media, this is real life. Yep. This is what really happens behind the Instagram screen, behind the phone screen, behind, like, you see Marco drop off, but how many people hit up Marco to be like, yo, what's good? You know? So it's like, I think at this point in life, people have to really take into consideration of like caring for others almost, because at this point it's not just about caring for yourself, you know? But that's just my thoughts, my little 2 cents. It's
not selfish caring for yourself, you know?
No,
like
not.
You put yourself first, respectfully.
Yeah, and I heard a saying that you have to better yourself in order to better anybody else. You know, you have to be straight with yourself first in order to even help anybody.
If you don't love yourself, how can you love someone?
Yeah, so I definitely am a believer of that too. And with that being said, what is your message for the people that are out there? The people that are trying to make, you know, this community better, trying to make themselves better, trying to, like, get into the game of photography, music, or clothing. What does Marco Flores have to tell the audience? Your final statements.
Well, I don't follow my words, but really just the only advice I could say is fuck it. Just honestly, like, you got one life. Yeah. Make it the best. Don't let people bring you down, even if they never even done the things that you've done. You know? Because, hey, you never know till you try it. Or else you're gonna... What is it? Like, it's so easy to get over failure, but it's so harder to get over regret.
Damn.
So, yeah.
Marco Flores, 2022, Nastycollective podcast. And we out this bitch. I appreciate y'all watching. Till the next one. Deuces.
Thank you.